Alright guys, so we are back with a little bit of a Suburban update here. So I got the whole thing completely stripped, the cab anyways. I got all the metal work done. I had a few little spots, like here was bad. This little corner down here was bad. It's still open in there. And you don't weld that anyways because these are two separate panels, so that's going to get seam sealed after I epoxy it. Had to put in a patch here. This whole corner here was a patch. Just random little things, like I had to do this corner here, do the corner there, that was a little bad. I put a patch in here, you can see the seams there. Rebuilt the whole patch in there. Put a lip on here, just basic, like little stuff. Anyways, so long story short, the whole thing's completely sanded, ready to go. I got this side over here, the passenger side is cleaned up for the most part. I just got the upper half there. I got to move this staging plank or whatever over on the other side so I can reach the roof. I still need to get myself a fucking step ladder or step bench or something like that. This is kind of a pain in the, or it is a big pain in the ass, but anyways, so I'll get, I'm gonna get that moved over to the other side. I'm gonna clean the roof with the wax and grease remover, and then I'll do this lower half here, and I'm gonna do that side over there. I'll do that side first before I move that over, so it's not in the way when I'm doing the lower part. So I'm gonna get the whole thing completely waxed and grease, remover, and then after I get that all done, then I'm gonna try out this stuff. So I got some POR 15 metal prep. Never used it before. I see a lot of good reviews and some bad reviews. From what I've gathered, the people that are doing the bad reviews are just people that don't know what they were doing. So this is going to be another review of somebody who doesn't know what he's doing. I've never used it before. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward. It just says, what does it say? Remove loose rust, paint scale, etc. Use POR 15 cleaner degreaser to remove grease, oil, and other foreign substances. And then it says apply metal prep above 70 degrees with brush, roller, spray, or dip. It also says let it sit for 10 to 20 minutes. Well, wet. Keep it wet for 10 to 20 minutes and then rinse thoroughly with water. So I'm gonna put it in a pump sprayer. I got another pump spray over there, a new one. I'm gonna put in it. I don't necessarily need to do this, like this stuff. I'm just gonna do like these little spots in here. The whole roof got to get done, and then little spots in around here. I'm gonna do all these. You can see there's some rust in there, yeah, like the hood there. That hood's gonna have to get done once it gets sanded off. But the roof pretty much looked exactly like the hood there. Just some sitting out, the clear coat chewed off from the sun. All right, so yeah, I'll get a camera set up here, and we'll see what this POR 15 is all about. I'll just throw you on time lapse, I guess, really quickly, and I'll get this thing wiped down with the wax and grease remover. yeah, keep surface wet for 10 to 20 minutes and then rinse thoroughly with water. So I'm gonna go up. I don't have my head thing on here, do I? No, I don't. So I'm just gonna kind of keep you guys with me. So basically, I'm just gonna go up on up here. I'll start from the roof. Start with the roof. Guys, that's all she wrote. There's not very much in that. It's just about a liter. So, and it's like quite expensive. I think it was like 46 bucks or something like that. But as long as it works, then it'll save you a lot of money and a headache in the long run. So anyways guys, I'm gonna let that sit for about 15 minutes. I'll stretch the garden hose in here and I'll see you guys when I'm ready to rinse it off and see what takes place, see what happens. Hey guys, so she's been like 25 minutes actually. I lost track of time there, she's running the house. Anyways, I'm just rinsing it off right now, so I'm just gonna give it a quick rinse off. Try to do it as best I can. It's a fucking mess in here right now. There's water going in the cab everywhere. There's water everywhere. It's a mess. But anyways, you might have a lot better situation than me. I mean, I have all the windows out. There's nowhere for the water to go but in the cab or on the floor. It is what it is. I have a squeegee. I'll just it'll dry out. I got a couple weeks left of work to do here anyways, so I'll get a fire going, it'll be alright. I'll put it aside for the day, it'll dry pretty good, I hope. Anyways, let's get it rinsed off here. Feels wrong, spraying open metal with water. two sensors just for giving her over here. CO2 sensor. Man, that thing's good to have, man. Got the waste oil burner. Nice to have when you have that. Alright. So that's that. Yeah, like you can see there's a little bit of like a yellow tinge to it. I would say that that's almost going to be normal. You can see it now, it's not in the light yet. So yeah, I'll let this dry off. I'm gonna go get the compressed air and just give it a once over and blow out like some of the spots like down in these drip edges here, these lips. I'm gonna blow it down in there, nice and good, just to keep some of that excess water over there. And let her dry off, and then I'll give you guys a little bit of a quick rundown video after it's all dried off, and we'll see what she looks like. I'll get up on top there and yeah, go from there. So it's been sitting outside for best part of an hour now. It's completely dried off, inside and out, so that's good. Like, it's gorgeous out today. I can't believe it for like the beginning of March. I don't even know what the date is right now. I think it's like the 8th or 9th or whatever. And it's like 15 degrees outside. It's awesome. Let's go up and we'll see what the roof looks like. Yeah, so that's the roof. You can see. So it has that white residue stuff on it there, but you know what, guys? Good enough for me. So now, like I said, I'll go over that whole thing with Scotch-Brite, and then I'll wax and grease remover the whole thing. Probably do that, you know, 2 or 3 times, anyways, at least. And then she'll be ready to be sealed up with some epoxy. So that is very fucking exciting. So my next step here is I'll just do this off camera because it's not really that exciting, but I'll tape everything up, the windows and the doors and windshield and the back hatch here. I'll tape all that up. These little things here, tape these up. I was going to take them off and then leave them off and just fill the holes, but I can't. To do that, I have to get the take the headliner off and stuff. I'm just not getting into that. I'm just going to tape these up. They're on the roof. You're not going to see it. The truck's sitting on 35, so call her a day on that. I'll just tape them up. Maybe I'll like paint them black or something like that at the end, just to clean them up a little bit. But yeah, so that's awesome. You know, you can feel like a coating on it. It turned the metal right like goldy tinge, so that's good. That makes me feel good. You know, it's like I said, I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know if I did it right. You know, but at least it's a peace of mind thing. Now I can now I'll seal it up and start doing my little bit of bodywork touch-ups and stuff over top of the epoxy. I was gonna feather fill it, but 2 reasons why I'm not going to do that. I'm already into this truck like a lot of money. If I would have had to pay somebody to do this, I could only imagine like the price tag. But yeah, so I mean, like feather fill, I think is like $260 or $270 plus the activator or whatever. Maybe you don't even need activator. Maybe it's just reducer. I'm not sure, but I've never used it. But I'm not going to get into that with this one. I'm spraying the truck white, so that'll kind of help a lot. But it was pretty straight to begin with. Like all these panels, except for the bottom, the lower quarter panels here, I had to replace them. But the rest of the truck was nice and straight. So I'm not going to get into it with that. I can block sand out the epoxy, and then, you know, I can figure out where all my low spots are and stuff on that. Go from there. Like I said, I want this truck to look good, but I'm not building a fucking truck that's gonna go across the Barrett-Jackson showroom floor. So I just want something that it's all one color and it'll look good going down the road, because I don't plan on getting rid of it. I'll keep it. I bought it to initially sell, to flip and sell, but I just kind of fell in love with it. It's kind of sweet to have that old classic vehicle that you can go down the road with your whole family in it, rather than just a single cab. So that's pretty cool. But so yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. That's my little outlook on POR 15. It seems to work, I guess. I guess, I don't know. You've seen the process. You guys know about it as much as I do. Time will tell, I guess. But you know, like I said, like you can see like a coating now. It's got a nice kind of coating on the metal. It's not silver anymore. It's gold. But wicked. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Stick around here, because like the next video that I get put up, I'll just do a time lapse of me spraying the epoxy and go from there. I'm just kind of holding off on these videos of this truck, just trying to do like quick little videos like this, because I'm trying to get it done, and I'd rather piece together one complete video and put it up like a quick time-lapse video of me just start to finish, like dismantling the whole thing and sanding the whole thing and body work and metal work and blah 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 blah. Because if I try to break it down, it's going to be a long series. This is a lot of work. I've been going at this thing for the last like 2 months now. Easy 2 months, 2 or 3 months I'd say. So the sanding was a lot, and I still have doors, tailgate, hood, front fenders to do. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, follow along. There's going to be lots more of these builds going on. Peace.